For this video, we are going to have addition and subtraction of fraction. But before proceeding with addition and subtraction of fraction, let's have these terms. So in addition and subtraction of fraction, we have the kinds. So kapag sinabi natin yung kinds of fraction, if and only if there is a more than one fraction given, we have a kinds of fraction. And these are similar and dissimilar fraction. So when we say similar fraction, the denominator is the same. So pareha ang given ng denominator. So we have here an example. So first one is 2/3 plus 1/3. If you notice, the denominator is the same. Second example, 4/7 and 2/7, the denominator ay pareho. Same with the third example, ang denominator ay pareho, which is 3/10 and 2/10. So kapag naman sa another kinds of fraction natin, which is the similar fraction, eto naman yung denominator natin ay magkaiba. Ibig sabihin, so let's have an example here. 2/3 plus 1/6. If you notice, no, yung ating denominator magkaiba. May isa yung 3, yung isa naman ay 6. Same with the second example, 8/9 and 2/3. Another example, 3/10 and 1/4. So kung makikita natin, the denominator is not the same, which is dissimilar fraction. So again, we have kinds of fraction, which is similar fraction and dissimilar fraction. Always remember of that, na kapag same ang denominator, it is similar fraction. While if the denominator is not the same, it is dissimilar fraction. Okay? Bakit ba kailangan natin malaman what is the difference of similar and dissimilar fraction? So dahil kapag nag-add or subtract tayo ng fraction, meron tayong magkaibang way ng pag-add and subtract ng similar fraction sa dissimilar fraction. So now, let's see how are you going to add and subtract fraction with similar fraction, or kapag ang given natin is similar fraction. So we have here the steps in adding or subtracting the similar fraction. Take note, similar fraction po muna tayo ngayon. Okay? So similar fraction, the step 1 is to add or subtract the numerator. Just easy as that. So i-add lang natin or isa-subtract lang natin ang numerator. The second step is just copy the denominator. Since the denominator of the similar fraction is the same, we are just going to copy the denominator. Next one is to simplify the answer if necessary. Okay po, kung may isi-simplify pa siya or malolowest term, we need to simplify it. So if our answer is improper fraction, paano natin siya masisimplify? Use the division method to make it in mixed fraction or mixed number. So, yun na yung ating simplify answer. And if and only if naman ang answer natin is a proper fraction, use factor to make it a lowest term. So, paano po ba yung factor natin? Kukunin natin yung factor nila and then cancel the common denominator. Then, the remaining factor will be the lowest term of our answer. Okay, so now let's have an example in adding and subtracting similar fraction. Now I have here an example. First one, 2/3 plus 1/3. This one is considered a similar fraction. So how are we going to solve this one? So sabi nga, first one is to add or subtract the numerator. So ang ating numerator is yung nasa taas ng ating fraction bar. Therefore, kapag pinag-add natin, 2 plus 1 is equal to 3. So, here, 2 plus 1 is equal to 3. So, sabi, add or subtract lang yung numerator natin, which is yung 2 and 1 natin. So, 3 natin, 3. So, let's write the 3 here. 3. yung numerator natin 3. Then, put a fraction bar. And then, sabi yung second step, copy the denominator. So, copy natin lang yung denominator since similar fraction naman siya. So, now, we can get the simplified form of 3 over 3. If you notice that a fraction who has the same number in numerator and denominator, it is improper fraction. If it is improper fraction, to make it or to simplify it, we will use the division method. So let's try to simplify our answer 3 over 3. So let's use the division method. So 3 divided by 3, so it is equal to 1, then multiply, subtract natin, it is equal to 0. So the answer is 1. So, our simplified form of 3 over 3 is 1. So, next example natin is subtraction of similar fraction. So, what are we going to do? Same process then. We will add or subtract the numerator. So, now, let's subtract 2 minus 1. It is equal to 1. And then put a fraction bar. And then, copy the denominator. 3. So, paano natin masisimplify ito? So, if you notice, no, pag proper fraction, we can simplify it by finding the common factor of it. So, if hahanapin natin yung common factor nila, ang magiging sagot pa din natin is 1/3. Bakit po? Ano po ang common factor? Ano po ang factor ng 1? So, 1 times 1 or 1 times 1, and then yung denominator natin, ang factor niya 3 times 1. So, we can cancel out the common factor or the greatest common factor ng ating numerator and denominator. Pag sinabi natin greatest, pinakamataas na common factor nila. Okay? So, since eto na yung pinakamataas na factor nila or common nila, we can cancel this one. And then, yung remaining natin na factor, that would be our simplified form. And if you notice, ang remaining factors natin is 1 over 3, which is same sa ating sagot dito. Therefore, our final answer here is 1/3. So, wala nang simplified form ang 1/3. Okay? So, to further understand this concept, the addition and subtraction of similar fraction, let's have another example. Here, 4 over 7 plus 2 over 7. So, ang gagawin natin dito, just simply add and subtract or subtract the numerator. So, it depends on the given operation sa ating fraction. So, since we have addition, so we will add 4 plus 2 is equal to 6. And then, copy the denominator, 7. So, dito, if we are going to check since this is a proper fraction, and if we are going to check the simplified form, get the factor of numerator and denominator. So, the factor of numerator is 3 times 2, and yung denominator natin, 7 times 1 lang siya. So, since there's no a common factor, greatest common factor, ang ating proper fraction, then we can consider that 6 over 10 is the final answer. Okay? Next naman natin is the subtraction. Okay po? So, sa subtraction natin, 4 over 7 minus 2 over 7. So, what are we going to do? Similar fraction siya. Let's subtract the numerator. 4 minus 2 is equal to 2. And then copy the denominator, 7. So, kung i-check din natin, this is a proper fraction, and if we're going to find the common factor of numerator and denominator, 2 times 1 and 7 times 1. So, yan lang yung factor nila. So, we can, meron siyang common, but the answer is still 2 over 7. Therefore, the final answer, or wala na siyang simplified form. Therefore, the final answer is 2 over 7. Let's try another example. 3 over 10 plus 2 over 10. So, here is to add the numerator So, 3 plus 2 is equal siya sa 5 and then over 10 dahil copy the denominator. Okay po. And then, kung i-check natin, this is a proper fraction. So, kung proper fraction ito, we can get the common or greatest common factor of 5 over 10. Okay po. So, the factor of 5 over 10 or 5 and 10. So, let's get the factor of 5 and 10. So, let's have this. Yung 5 natin ay 5 times 1. Then, yung 10 natin is 2 times 5. If we are going to cancel the common factor na 5 natin, so ito yung common niya. We can cancel this common factor niya. Then, yung remaining natin is the simplified form of 5 over 10, which is yung 1 over 2 natin. So, therefore, the final answer that we have is 1/2. Okay, next, we move to subtraction. So, sa subtraction naman natin, let's try to subtract the numerator. 3 minus 2 is equal to 1. And then, copy the denominator, which is 10. So, this one is the final answer. So, hindi na natin siya masisimplify dahil ang common factor lang naman nila ay 1. So, therefore, the answer will be the same, which is 1 over 10. So, next naman natin is, let's have the last example, which is adding and subtracting with mixed fraction. So, kung makikita natin, the first given fraction is mixed fraction and then a proper fraction. Now, how are we going to add this one? So, bago tayo mag-add or mag-subtract ng mixed fraction and a proper fraction, let's transform it into improper fraction. So, bago tayo mag-add or subtract, let's transform the mixed number into improper fraction. Okay? So, how are we going to transform? So, 10 times 1 is equal to 10 plus 3 natin is 13. So, this will be the numerator. 13 over, so, copy the denominator 10, then plus natin yung 2 over 10. Now, we have the similar fraction. So, we can easily add this fraction. So, 13 plus 2 is equal to 15. And then, copy the denominator 10. So, we have 15 over 10. So, this is improper fraction. Sabi, pag ang sagot natin is improper fraction, we can simplify it by dividing it or making it into mixed fraction. So, let's divide 15 divided by 10. So, 15 divided by 10. So, we have 1. And then, 1 times 10 is equal to, anong tawag dito? Is equal to 10. And then, subtract natin. The answer is 5. So, our mixed fraction is 1 and 5 over 10. So, let's notice or let's observe if the proper fraction can be simplified pa. Okay? So, let's see. Yung 5 over 10 po ba pwedeng i-simplify pa? Yes. So, bakit po? So, if we are going to get the common factor of 5 and 10, the common factor is 5. Dahil 5 times 1, and then yung 10 natin is 5 times 2. So, the common factor is 5. So, we can cancel it. So, the remaining is 1/2. Therefore, the final answer that we have is 1 and 1/2. O wag po natin tatanggalin yung ating whole number. So, the final answer or the simplified form of 15 over 10 is 1 and 1/2. Okay, now we are done with addition. Let's try the subtraction. So, again, transform the improper fraction to transform the mixed number into improper fraction. It is 13 over 10. Then, subtract natin yung 2 over 10. So, now let's proceed with subtracting similar fraction. 13 minus 2 is 11. Then, copy the denominator 10. So, again, this is improper fraction. To solve this, or to simplify this, we will transform it into mixed number. So let's divide 11 divided by 10. So we have 1 and then multiply it, then subtract. So our answer is, or the mixed number is 1 and 1 over 10. So this is the simplified form of 11 over 10. So this is how are we going to add or subtract similar fractions.